originally when I first came here, this area here was sod, but it was sunken in, so it was just really in terrible condition. And then up around the entrance here on both sides, it had burn marks because, as you can even see here in our beds, people will put their cigarettes here, so it would burn the grass. So what we did is we decided we would do this border to hinder people from walking through this area. And so what's going to happen with time is we're going to prune these, so they're going to create a hedge that's going to be, it's going to be together and low. So it's going to start creating like a rectangular hedge here that's going to border this whole area. And then we added in these knockout roses that give a lot of color during the summer and fall and spring. So they would always have color here. So what we'll do then, as winter approaches, more than likely I'm going to remove these knockout roses here. We're going to put in the ground tulips, and then we're going to put over top some pansies. So for the winter it'll be pansies in the middle, and then in the spring they'll have tulips that'll come up through those pansies. And so this is the entrance for the parking lot of the hotel, and one of the priorities was that this looks beautiful, and when we first started servicing the property it was just really in terrible condition. But I'm really excited. So what we'll do with these plants is we'll move them just to another portion of the property, and that's what you can do at your house too. You can have something like this you plant for one season. It's very beautiful. You can replace it with something else and move it, and it's simply just pop it out of the ground, dig a hole, make sure it gets some fertilizer when you replant it, along with just really good watering. It'll take root anywhere else. So these are just beautiful knockout roses. And then if you don't know how to trim these, how to get the most bloom, I didn't bring my scissors out here with me, but I can show you all. So you see all this is like the new growth. So if you want to get like a lot of flowering out of your roses, it doesn't matter if it's knockout or just regular roses, you want to trim it at a diagonal right here where there's 5 leaves. So you see it always blooms at a 5 leaves. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You always cut it there, and that's where the new growth is going to come for another rose. See, anytime you see the new rose bloom, there's 5 leaves. So that's where you always want to cut it. In the winter time, you can cut these all the way back to the base, and then when spring comes again, they're going to come up really beautiful and with more flowers.